It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's coming up next.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Henry. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs, competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going down. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing is Wilson. is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route? And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. Wilson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Wilson. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On second down, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. They begin with Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe that...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
They gotta walk that walk, baby.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Wilson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off, and with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing it up 4th down.
Let's go. Smart, baby. Let's go right here.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. After the interception, here's Wilson. Shakes off the sack. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's showtime, baby.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Making his impact felt in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Wilson. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise
that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll start out here with the option left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now a 2nd and 2. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This time Jackson will throw it. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and a couple. Inside handoff. Henry sheds off the tackle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense. What was that, Rob?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw He saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steelers ready for their next possession. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action with Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Big strides. Look at him go. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Here's 2nd and 3. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jackson going to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 65 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. No gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it's Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. It's Wilson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wilson will throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson connecting with Andrews. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson connecting with Aguilar.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 6 coming up. Jackson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's get it, baby.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Henry out of the pistol.
And he's got it to about the 40.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Does he have the distance? He does! It's good! My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.